Pippin is kind of an everyman, as we say. I think everybody can look at Pippin and say, yeah, I've thought that way, I felt that way, and it's about just going along his journey and trying to find what makes him extremely happy. And I think that's something that everyone is constantly thinking about in their own lives. So that's who Pippin is.
Involved with Pippin for almost 43 years. And it's a story that resonates with everybody. For young people, it's about their lives. What do I do with my life? How do I make sure that my life means something? For older people, it's like, yeah, I remember going through all of that. And I've learned my lessons, and it's both painful and funny to watch a young man learning all the things that I've already learned. So it's a very moving and meaningful story. And then when you add the music and the acrobatics, it makes it just a fantastic evening and something that people remember when they leave.
You play the role of?
Louis, the Pippin's brother. Very vain, an asshole.
I didn't say that.
That on TV. But no, yes. Yes, I played Louis. He's a warrior. He wants to be king. Yes.
Your role is?
I'm one of the acrobats. I do all the hand-to-hand stuff and the trapeze act with Bertha, all the stuff with Pippin, the fire, most of the acrobatics.
What did you do to master all this?
Well, I went to theater school as well, but luckily I had a circus coach with this show who taught me how to do all the backflips and climbing the pole and the Russian bar and the tricks. And that circus coach always travels with us. So every day before the show, I continue to train.
I play the role of Estrada, the stepmother, the conniving, manipulative, very sexy, ordinary housewife stepmother.
The ordinary is a little bit different, I think.
Yes, a little bit extraordinary.
What makes this show now so special for you?
The show is extremely special for me. I've been part of this production of Pippin since it opened on Broadway, so it's been 3 years now for me, and it's an extra special musical because it's a story that everybody can relate to. You know, we're all searching for that corner of our sky, you know, for that purpose in life, and so Pippin is this circle, you know, looking for your purpose, and then adding costumes and acrobatics and so many musical theater elements to it. It's really something special.
Yeah, I was the first Pippin on Broadway back in 1972. And it was my first Broadway show. And, you know, it was a dream come true for me. I grew up in New York, going to the theater, hoping someday I could be in a show, anything, a little part. But my very first show was playing that part in this show. So, and it's a fantastic memory for me.
She's a leader of this circus troupe, and she's guiding Pippin on this journey of what it means to be extraordinary. And she puts him through all these different tests, you know, dealing with war and lust and the simple life and, you know, glory and all these different things. And she's very mysterious, you know, you don't really know what she's really about. And then as she goes along this journey, you know, you get to see more of her and what she really is about. But she's a very dark and twisted and manipulative and, you know, a very exotic character.
I've got to be where my spirit can run free. I've got to find my corner of the sky.
It's amazing music. Stephen Schwartz, you know, which actually he wrote this show when he was at my school, my alma mater. We went to the same university. And his music is always amazing. You know, it's so easy for actors to tell the story, you know, with his music.
Dancing, I think it looks very complicated.
Yeah, the Fosse is no joke. I mean, the Fosse is extremely hard. You have to like really work at it, but there's nothing like it. You know, it's so subtle and everything is derived from a specific action. So it's so great for actors to be able to do that type of style.
unexpected laughs?
I mean, I was actually I was pleasantly surprised at how much was accepted and how much of the jokes did come across. You know, I've been with the tour now since it opened in Denver, and we've been to Japan also. So we've really experienced audiences around the United States. Every city is different, and also in Japan is just also a complete other type of audience. But this audience has just really appreciated what we've brought, and we feel very welcome here at this theater. It's wonderful to be here.
May I say I was amazed by your performance?
Oh, dank u wel. Thank you very much.
Because you did everything. Acrobatics, singing, dancing, the whole works. How did you do that?
It's not that hard. it's really not that hard. Because it's such a wonderful song and such a wonderful character. It just gives me great joy and great energy to do it.
It's a very energetic show. I saw the cast, and it comes from the stage into the audience.
Oh, the acrobats, everyone works very, very hard, very hard. But it's very uplifting to do it.
What makes it so successful, Pippin?
I think it's a story that everyone can relate to because it's about a young man searching for the meaning of life. And we're all still doing that, even at my age. And then this production with the acrobatics and the circus performers and the magic is so amazing. It's the kind of show you need to come back and see 2 or 3 times because there's so much going on.
Rather be a left-handed flea, a crab on a slab at the bottom of the sea, a root on a root of a banyan tree, a big on a twig and not till the day, not till the day.
It's wonderful to be here. You know, European audiences don't always get the chance to come to Broadway and see these shows. And the wonderful thing about this particular production is that it is the exact thing that we did on Broadway. It's not cut down in any way. It's not reduced. So we feel very, very lucky to be able to present that to the Dutch audience.
When you arrived in the theater, what did you experience?
Well, you feel like you're part of history. You feel like you're in a place that isn't built 5 years ago. It's been there for a long time. So many amazing performers and performances have taken place there. So you love to come into a place like that. You feel like you're accepted by some kind of theatrical history, and it's wonderful.
It's very interesting what humor resonates, what people think is funny, and that changes culturally sometimes. It really does, and it's actually very cool to experience. It can be frustrating sometimes because you're like, oh, did I just was I not funny? But it's a great lesson to learn as an actor, to not just keep going and adapt to the audience. I wish there were subtitles a little bit, actually.
On the other hand,
Morning